EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones shedding the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, 49 yards, and the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, back to Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking, and they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. To try again after the sack. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A check down here to Jones. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith, 62 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a big play there for Green Bay. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the delay, Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darrell Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 77 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running right, Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They find some open field here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. A throw with a flat here from McKissick. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And some room to run now. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. On first and 10, it's Gibson. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Second and goal from the 1. Gibson again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A carry for Gibson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, an 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, another catch for Valdez-Scantling. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And again, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. They still can't get it. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The kick by Crosby is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Fitzpatrick now. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Hill to return it. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Gibson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run with McKisson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try to run with Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking for.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Gibson again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Gibson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on 4th and 2. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Gibson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
To a knee goes Fitzpatrick, and that should just about do it. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And incomplete to open things up.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers dancing to his left. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 21. Just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Back to throw. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Rodgers going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 44's the mark. 44's mark. Check, check. Here we go, D.
Fitzpatrick.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
second down. Here's Gibson again. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fitzpatrick giving to Gibson on the draw. And he's got this down to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's McKissick. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A check down here to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once more, Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They'll go. It's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. I got one. 58's the money.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Tackle made by Chase Young. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out across midfield down to the 45. to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, they got him again. Tyler Lancaster picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Watch it slant. Watch it slant.
Regular.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. He's scared. 58 is the Mike.
Regular.
Check pass. 58 is the Mike. 58.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking it. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.